Star Wars The Force Awakens finally finished its box office run in the United States, pulling in $936 million in just 6 months. If you're sitting there thinking, wow, that's a ton of money, yep, that is a ton of money. Especially considering The Force Awakens cost roughly $300 million to make. Meaning once you count out the budget of The Force Awakens, which was obviously $300 million, Disney have made roughly $600 million in profit in the United States alone. So today I'm going to discuss this topic and break down the numbers, and I also have a big announcement to make. What's up guys, my name is Connor and welcome back to Star Wars Central. So let's get this announcement out of the way. I will be going to EA Play in London on the 12th of June. So that means if any of you guys are going to the event, I would love to meet up with you. Drop a comment down below if you're going and I will be able to organize something like a meetup before the event. Anyway, that's done, let's get on with today's video. So you may be wondering, why am I talking about Star Wars The Force Awakens? Well, the reason I'm talking about it is it only just finished showing in cinemas in the United States. Seriously, in some places in the US they were still showing the film up until a couple of days ago. Which means Star Wars The Force Awakens had a 6-month run at the box office. In total it made $936 million, meaning it beat Avatar by $160 million in the US. However, The Force Awakens did not beat Avatar globally. Here's the numbers. The Force Awakens pulled in roughly $2 billion globally, which is very, very impressive. It's kind of insane when you think about it. But it's very far behind Avatar's total, which was $2.7 billion globally. So, The Force Awakens did not get anywhere close to beating Avatar. That was to be expected though. The difference between The Force Awakens and Avatar is in merchandise. I bet The Force Awakens has made multiple billions for Disney and other licensing companies. Everywhere I go now, even in my local shop, there are at least 20 Star Wars themed products just littered around the store, whether it's magazines, breakfast cereal, or just toys. Everything seems to be getting a Star Wars brand or a Star Wars theme, which is just a crazy amount of money when you think about it. So let's get back to the point here. $936 million in the US, roughly $2 billion globally. What does this tell us? Well, firstly, there is probably no monetary limitations when it comes to making Star Wars content. Whether that is new movies, new games, licensing deals, etc. Which in turn means any new Star Wars movies will probably have even bigger budgets. And of course the option to go over budget quite significantly if they have to. This also means that the spin-off movies, so the Han Solo spin-off and the Boba Fett spin-off, are going to end up having bigger budgets and of course will actually be made. The Force Awakens has proven that Star Wars movies can make colossal amounts of money, not just in the movie profits, but in licensing the brand to products around the world. Which means Disney are very eager to pump out as many Star Wars movies as possible so the brand stays relevant. Which is why we're getting spin-offs. And this brings us to another point about the Star Wars brand in general. Let me put it this way. Do you think for a second if EA had made Battlefront without the Star Wars branding, so the same gameplay style, the same photorealism, but without the Star Wars theme, do you think that it would have been anywhere near as successful and would have sold 14 million copies? Probably not. The Star Wars branding means a big deal. People pay a lot of money to access this huge consumer base, which is both good news and bad news for us. What it means is we will get loads of awesome Star Wars themed products. The products specifically related to Star Wars, like replica weapons, costumes, books, games, products that add value to the Star Wars brand. But unfortunately the downside to this is we are going to have to get used to seeing cheap and nasty products. So something that has the Star Wars licensing but just isn't worth spending money on. Make sure you save your money for the good stuff. I know I'm preaching to the choir here because I know for a fact that some of you guys have bigger Star Wars collections than I do. But in case anyone here happens to be a parent and they want to buy their kids something Star Wars, try and get them something that's going to last, something they can look back on when they're older. Anyway, that's just my opinion on the matter. So that's it for today's video, guys. I know it was a bit weird since there wasn't really a topic. It was just more me talking to you guys, which I actually enjoy quite a bit. It's a bit more laid back and relaxed than usual. Remember, if anyone here is going to EA Play, drop me a comment down below and I can organise a meetup. Also, tomorrow there should be a video uploading that has taken me a while to make. I'm not entirely certain it will upload tomorrow though. It all depends on how my upload speed is tomorrow, since the video file is actually a lot larger than normal, so I'm gonna have to spend more than like 8 hours or so to upload it. But either way, I'm really excited to see what you guys think, and I hope you learned something new from it. No guarantees that it will go up tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then it will be posted on Friday. Thank you very much for watching, I'll see you next time, and may the Force be with you.